Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another 2023 preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing the Oklahoma Sooners. So let's jump right into it. Oklahoma had a very disappointing season from what they usually have under new head coach Brent Venables. They went 6-7, their first, I think, under 500 season since 1990 something. They had a big win over Nebraska. They had a win over Kansas. They had a win over Iowa State and Oklahoma State. Notable losses were to Kansas State, TCU, Texas 49-0, Baylor, West Virginia, Texas Tech, and then they gave Florida State all they wanted in the bowl game, 35-32. So they started to look better near the end of the season, but what really put Oklahoma's season off the rails was against TCU. Dillon Gabriel got injured, and so did their backup quarterback. So that ended up not allowing Dillon Gabriel to play against Texas, and them struggling the rest of the year. So that being said, let's look and see what Brent Venables is working with this season. Well, Dillon Gabriel is back. He is very talented. He's a very talented guy. Behind him, you have the freshman 5-star phenom, Jackson Arnold. At running back, you have Javante Barnes and Gavin Sawchuk. We'll see if they can help replace Eric Gray on that running back room. At wide receiver, you have Jalil Farouk. You have Drake Stoops and Andrell Anthony, transfer coming in from Michigan. At tight end, you have former Oklahoma tight end that transferred over to South Carolina and now is back, Austin Stogner, as well as Blake Smith coming in from Texas A&M. The offensive line has a new addition in Walter Roos from Stanford. And the rest of the guys are returning starters. On defense, which was really the issue last year, they got a few transfers. Rondell Bothroyd coming in from Wake Forest at defensive end. You have Dason McCullough coming in from Indiana at linebacker. You have Reggie Pearson at safety coming in from Texas Tech. And then those are really the only standout names. You have Danny Stutzman coming back for another year. You have Jordan Kelly at nose tackle. You have Billy Bowman, and you have Woody Washington. Those are the big names that still are on this roster from the Lincoln Riley era. Or as the Oklahoma fans would say, TBOW. So, all around, he's got talent. Brent Venables has his talent on this team. Can he use it to his full potential? Well, let's see if I think so. Let's go ahead and go to the roster and figure it out. Well, throughout the year, you play Arkansas State, SMU, and at Tulsa. I think you're too talented to lose to any of these three teams, and even the next one as well at Cincinnati. So I think you go 4-0 that stretch before playing Iowa State. Now, Iowa State, they have a quarterback issue. Their quarterback was kicked off the team because of a gambling issue. And at this point in the year, if they don't have a starter figured out, it's going to be very difficult for them to win a game against Oklahoma. And I don't think they're going to. I think Oklahoma beats them and is 5-0 going into the Texas game. Now, Texas has built a very good team with Steve Sarkisian, Quinn Ewers, Jordan Whittington, Xavier Worthy, Isaiah Nair, A.D. Mitchell, yada, 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 on and on and on. I do think Texas wins this game. I think right now, Texas has the upper hand in this rivalry, in my opinion, with regards to the talent acquisition on Texas compared to the talent acquisition on Oklahoma. So I'm going to give Texas the win and give Oklahoma its first loss going into the bye week. Coming out of the bye week, they play UCF at home, and I think UCF, their big issue is the offensive line. I think Oklahoma takes advantage of that and has a pretty good defensive performance for Brent Venables, and Oklahoma gets another win. Then you have a back-to-back road stretch at Kansas and at Oklahoma State. I think Kansas upsets you. Kansas is coming off a bye week before this game. And Jalen Daniels, very good quarterback. I have a feeling that there's going to be a team that's not supposed to beat either Oklahoma and Texas that's going to beat Oklahoma or Texas. And I think Kansas is going to be the one to do it. I think they upset Oklahoma, but I do think Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State before coming back home to play West Virginia. I think they beat West Virginia handily before going on the road to Provo. I think they beat BYU, and I think they end the season by beating TCU to finish the season with a big turnaround from last season at 10-2. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and Go Dogs.